Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to the EdieAnne's channel. My name is EdieAnne. I needed to share this with you because it's something that I talk about all the time. Like almost every new consultant, every potential recruit, it's always something that is brought up. And a lot of times it's in response to, I don't know how to sell. I'm not a direct salesperson. I've never done direct sales. I don't know a lot of people, on and on and on, okay? So this kind of comes up with that. And there's other scenarios that it comes up with. But I want to share it with you because it came to me after hitting kind of a frustrating wall about 3 years ago. So 2 years into my Scentsy journey, I was starting to get really tired. And I was kind of stressed. Things were not seeming to be as fun. And I just was not focusing on what I started Scentsy for in the first place. So one of the things, I have a lot of sales background. I have a lot of sales training. I have done a lot of sales just in general. So the concept of sales to me seemed pretty no-brainer. It was pretty second nature to me. And I thought, you know what? I'm probably going to be pretty good at this. So, 2 years in, yeah, I was doing really well. I was doing really well. But I was tired and I felt stressed. And like I mentioned, I just did not see the fun in this anymore. And I think if I had continued going in that direction, that eventually I would have quit. And I didn't want that because I love Scentsy, I loved my team, and I just needed to figure out what needed to change and what focus needed to be shifted in order for me to gain back the fun, basically, and the lack of tiredness. I mean, I just felt like there was such a heavy weight on my shoulder because, I felt like I was push. Sell, recruit. And it was just like, oh my God, I just was so tired. I was like, okay, I can't do this. So it was actually kind of funny because that morning, Leo, do you want to come say hello? I'm kind of stressing this morning. How come? How come? We need to go get a haircut. See, this is the beauty of what I do because I have my little man. I can snuggle with him and he can be very happy with me, but he loves my attention all the time. So that's the beauty of Scentsy because I can do that with him. Okay, go find your ball. All right. So I kind of woke up one morning and like I said, I had kind of this little epiphany and I thought, you know what, Edie? You're really good at sales. You understand the concept of it. You understand what you need to do. But is that really what needs to happen in order for this business to function? And I thought, no. I love talking about Scentsy. I love talking about the products. I love talking about the opportunity because it's something that I have experienced. It's something that I have had in my own life that I actually can feel like I can talk about, right? Because there's some experience that I actually can relay to other people and hopefully it resonates. When you love something and when you're passionate about something, you very easily can share it with other people. If you go to a good movie, and it was an excellent movie, so what do? You come back, you talk online, you talk to your friends. Oh my God, that was such a good movie, you need to go see it. That's selling. And that's actually selling at its best. Because when you share through experience, it's amazing how things can just happen. And you're not so focused on the fact that somebody said no, or you're not so focused or detrimented when somebody says, I don't think that's for me. So this is when the gum analogy came into play. And the gum analogy is, I call it Edie's gum analogy, but I'm sure that I'm not the one that made it up. However, I'm sure I heard it somewhere and it just resonated and clicked. I don't know where I heard it. So I just take it as my own now. But the gum analogy is something that I share with people all the time. Like, if you're a potential recruit, if you are a current consultant, I share the gum analogy a lot because it just makes sense. And as soon as I shifted that thought in my head, the stress came off and the pressure of needing to hear yeses all the time came off, and it became more fun, and it kind of became a little challenge for me, and I like challenges. So things shifted, and the emotion inside of me shifted, and all of a sudden, I was enjoying what I was doing. And it was not that pressure cooker of push, 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 push anymore. It was, you know what? I'd be totally selfish not to share with you. So let me share, because I'm excited. And that's what happens. So here's the gum analogy, all right? So I'm going to take a scenario of us standing in the bank. We're standing at the bank in line, waiting to get to the teller. And we have a hankering for a piece of gum. It happens. It happens anywhere. So you reach into your pocketbook and you take out a pack and you unwrap it, probably a new pack, and you take a piece out, you unwrap it, and you pop it in your mouth. And your mouth starts to salivate immediately. So now, and it's probably salivating while you're listening to this. So you're sitting there saying, oh, this is really good gum, and I'm so glad that I got some, and I'm so glad that I had some. And you take the pack and you offer it to somebody standing next to you. Why do you do that? You do that because you're enjoying the piece of gum and you don't want to be selfish and not offer it to people around you. That's something that we learned as growing up. So you offer the pack of gum and they look at you, no thank you. Do you sit there and say, oh my God, I've got to find somebody else to have a piece of gum? Ah! So you look around. Would you like a piece of gum? Oh, sure, thank you. And now you've shared a piece of gum and you're happy. But you seriously are not going to be offended by the fact that this person said no. Matter of fact, in your head, you're probably going to say something like, your loss. Would you like some? Right? So that scenario plays out because you are experiencing that piece of gum and you want to share it with other people. Now, let's continue this scenario. The next day, that person is standing at 7-Eleven, Circle K, whatever convenience store you have in your area, and they've got their jug of milk up on the counter, and they look down and say, oh, I need to pick up some gum. What was that gum that woman offered me in the bank yesterday? Because that was really good. They look down, not sure if it's the right one, but they pick one up, and they put it on the counter, and they buy it. Now, the scenario here is that you have just sold a pack of gum from sharing it the day before. It's pretty much that simple, right? So by sharing your experience with somebody, sharing a cup of coffee. I've heard this one recently. If you're going to pour yourself a cup of coffee, you are going to offer somebody a cup of coffee that is with you because you like the experience of that cup of coffee when you're drinking it. You know, you experience a new food at a restaurant or a new restaurant who has amazing customer service. You're going to say, go to that restaurant because it's amazing customer service. So you're dealing with experience and emotion and you're sharing. So simple. We do it every day without even thinking about it. Why can't we do this with our Scentsy business? So that's what I was thinking. Edie, why can't you do this with your Scentsy business? So I said, okay, let's change the scenario into Scentsy. So I'm standing at the bank. I'm in line. And because I am a Scentsy addict, I love to smell scents at all times of day. And I am very particular about the scents that are around me as well, right? So I have a hankering for some Scentsy scent, and just so happens that I have a tester in my pocket. So I unscrew the top. I'm standing alone in line, by the way, okay? There's other people around, but I'm by myself. And I unscrew the top, and oh, God, that smells good. Oh, that smells so good. And I stick it under the nose of the person standing next to me. Instinctively, what does a human being do? Oh, or they're like, oh my God, get out of my face. What are you doing? Okay, so a couple different scenarios are going to happen. They're either going to, and you can say something like, here, smell this, so that they at least know what you're doing. And they're either going to shun you away and say, get out of my face, I don't want you around. That's fine, whatever, your loss, because, you know, we understand the whole sharing concept. It's your loss. Or they say, oh, what is that? And now a conversation can ensue. Or they go, oh my God, I love Scentsy. Are you a Scentsy consultant? So, right, this happened. So now it's potentially going to happen that other people say, well, can I smell? Or you say, well, would you like to smell? So that sharing scenario, you're not looking for a sale. You're sharing the fact that you are smelling a scent and you're an addicted person to Scentsy scents, and you want to share that with people. Okay? So then you take the scenario further, and this person is at home, and they're saying, God, what was that scent that that woman shared with me at the bank? I got to get in touch with her. Hopefully she gave me her card. Let me go look. And there's the business card, and she calls you. Then there's that other scenario, the person that says, get out of my face. You don't care. It doesn't bother you that they said no. It's their loss. Right? But still, by doing that, who knows, somewhere down the line, they've got a stinky litter box in their house, and they say, oh my goodness, that woman was trying to give me some good sense. Right? Okay. So you get the picture. The gum analogy is sharing. The gum analogy is about understanding how to initiate conversation without being pushy. The gum analogy is being accepting of a no and moving on. So the gum analogy has a lot to play in your business, and I hope that you have taken something away from this and that you can utilize it in your business, because seriously, when you make that shift, things are going to change in your business like you would not believe. I've seen it. The last 3 years, I've been able to play it, and I love it. It's so much less stressful. It's so much more fun, and sharing this knowledge with you hopefully can get you guys at the same state of mind. All right? Have an amazing day. Go make it an amazing day by sharing some gum with somebody else. Bye.